Cool. What's up, fam? Give me 1 second here. I think we're all set here in the chat. We're here on TikTok. We are live. Cool. Right out. Well, we're gonna get started right now. I don't even have my headphones. Hold on. Jesus, what a fucking mess. We're gonna get started in like 2 seconds. I'm just gonna let a couple people trickle in here. Now we're gonna get started on this live stream top 5 NFT projects. Should be a good time. I think. In like 2 seconds. Drop a like in this video if you're excited to get into 5 NFT projects. If you like NFT content, subscribe to the channel. Join the kingdom. Audio is all set over here. Cool. If you're not watching this live, go ahead and skip forward like 20 seconds. Make sure this is set up. Cool, we're good. Awesome. What's up, Dijen? Dijen Kren is in the house. What's up? All right, welcome to the Joyous Kingdom. In today's video, we'll be doing a top 5 NFT projects under 1 Ethereum that I believe are underrated. I believe that maybe some of them have lost some steam, but their brand is still strong, meaning that their legs, their foundations are still strong. That is really all I'm saying. None of this is financial advice. I'm not saying that you should buy these projects. I'm not saying that these are going to be great projects. These are just projects that I think have strong legs that are low prices right now in this bear market. So we're going to get into it. If you're excited to get into it, smash like in this video, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom if you like NFT content. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and in my Discord down below in the description for all the NFT alpha. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. We got Doge Pound first. Doge Pound, 0.29 ETH floor, 29.4 thousand Ethereum traded, 10,000 items for 5,000 owners. Y'all know Doge Pound. This is a pretty fucking iconic brand. I feel like this isn't even something I really need to dive too deep into why I think this project's underrated. This floor did pump up to a pretty unreasonable 4 ETH at one point during the true bull market. I really have no idea what caused it to go so high. I think more of an average price would be closer to like 1.5 to 2.5. So I think a 0.29 floor is much lower than many people thought. But there's a lot of people who bought into this project at a very expensive rate. And so this is also a project with such a strong brand of the Doge dog, Dogecoin, Elon Musk, everything pumps together in the Doge brand. I just think Doge is a really strong IP and a really strong brand. They've got 250,000 followers on Twitter. A lot of big people are in this project and support this project. It's just one of those OG ones that launched back in the summer, I believe, summer/fall of 2021. You're going to see a trend. A lot of these projects launched a long time ago. That's projects I typically try to stick with, projects that have proven themselves a little bit in the space, so have held up a little bit of their brand. I know some people are thinking 0.290 floor isn't that high, but in reality, it's higher than most projects are, to be honest. This project is looking to be a gaming studio. That's their main bit here. They kind of rebranded from a PFP to really turn into something that they're kind of trying to lay out the metaverse and try to be one of the leading projects in general. They've got a Doge Pound shelter out there. They're trying to do a lot of donations. They've got some metaverse type stuff coming up in the future. Who knows what that's going to look like? That might be a long ways away. They partnered with some cool people that they're obviously partnered with. I mean, to be partnered with like Coinbase NFT, I don't know how big of a flex that is, but the FTX NFT, like these are cool partnerships, I guess. They're also part of some good projects here. My Pet Hooligans are really good project in my opinion. I don't think that's under 1 ETH though. I think that's why I didn't keep it in. Vfriends is also a good project. D-Race also. All 3 of these projects are strong. These are all partnered with this gaming studio. I think that's a great job, or not a great job. I think that's a good thing. They're also a Launchpad project with the Journey Club. That's also one of the projects in this video. And I don't know. I just think that their brand is really strong and they've got a lot of things working. And 0.29 floor seems a bit underrated in my opinion. Could go down, could go up, who knows. Number 2, Biopills. People, y'all know this project. Y'all remember this. This is a project I called it 0.1, I think, and I was yapping about it for a long ass time. This project and Metaverse I was talking about for a long time. And it took months before it kind of like pumped. And it pumped to like 2 or 3 ETH, I think at one point. And then they really built out a lot of stuff in their ecosystem. Right now, this is like the Genesis NFT inside of their collection. So the pills get you access to everything else. If you have a pill, you got the key for free. You got the apostle, I believe, for free. You got like a craft for free. You got all these things for free just by holding the pill, basically. And so, yeah, I think this brand and this ecosystem is it's called the Bioverse, an entire ecosystem on its own. 36.1 thousand followers. I'm supposed to get a podcast. I'm supposed to be in a podcast with them. They follow me. We've gone back and forth on the DMs. We're supposed to have a podcast at some point. It's kind of like not busy. I don't even know what happened, but they've got a really strong brand. A lot of fucking people are in this project. That's one of the main. This is one thing I want to talk about. When someone spends 70 Ethereum on a rare, that's a good sign for like a bullish sentiment for this project. And I think they've just been building for a long time. It takes a long ass time to build out an entire metaverse. And I think they're just building right now. And they've got a really, really intense, deep ecosystem. This is one of those projects that I need to do an update video on. I just honestly, it's kind of intimidating. There's so many moving parts here. I will get it out at some point. They've just got so many moving parts. They're really trying to be the next gaming, like everything. So I guess they'll probably be in direct conflict with Doge pounds. But this is more of like not a PFP. Like this is a project that's looking to, it looks like kind of be like almost like a Call of Duty style of game, but metaverse and NFT Web3 style. But this is just a project that I think is really underrated. 0.4 ETH floor. I think it's the cheapest it's ever been. And then next up, we have Vfriends S2, Series 2. Vfriends Gary V, y'all already know, 50,000 items of 0.48 floor price. That's pretty ridiculous for such a high volume, or such a project with so many items. 25,000 Ethereum traded. This is a project, if you believe in Gary V and you believe that NFTs, you just believe in his brand in general and his ability to win, then this is a project, a way to get into his brand that's way cheaper than the Series 1. The Series 1 has got to be like 5 to 15 Ethereum, somewhere in that range to get into it. This is a cheaper alternative to get in. The Vfriends Gary V ecosystem is really strong. Gary V's got like 3 million followers on Twitter. The Vfriends Twitter account's got like 255,000. They've got a lot of people bet on Gary V. You know, they had VCon the other day. VCon was huge. Apparently, it was a big success. And he talked about a lot of his videos, or a bunch of viral clips that went there. If you believe in the Gary V Vfriends brand, then investing in his brand is kind of how you would do that. And I believe this is the cheapest way to get in. You can get a book games token, but that's on IMX. Everybody hates IMX. And plus, it's just it's like a book, you know, so it's not as cool as like the characters, in my opinion. So a lot of people I think are going to be interested in it. They're going to be building this out for the next 50 years of his life, you know. So this is like his passion project, but it's like his life now. It's his whole brand on the line, you know, and he's never really failed before. So for a lot of people, Gary V is a winning bet. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm not saying that you should. But Gary V is someone that has historically been right and does win. That's just my opinion. Lazy Lions, 0.55 floor price. A lot of you guys remember this project. This is like one of those in the same box with like Doge Pounds, SupDucks, that kind of project. It's been here for a long ass time. A strong brand, 29.4 thousand Ethereum traded. I'm sure you guys have seen the Lions. Very, very prideful, of course. A really, really strong brand, guys. This is one of those that there's not too much going on. It's just one of those PFPs that's like, yo, people like being in. Like, it's just one of those that just like it works. People like it. People just want to be in it. It's got decent arm. It's like a derivative like the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Any kind of PFP style like this is always going to be a derivative of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. But people really fuck with the Lazy Lions. I mean, obviously a half ETH floor is nothing too shabby. I know the roadmap coming up, there wasn't anything like as far as big details in here. Just a lot of things sprinkled in. You know, they've got lazy votes, some kind of DAO. They've got the Cubs that came out recently. They've got what else here? I can't even read this. Is there a way to zoom in, actually? Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, yeah. Regular menu. They have weekly updates, Roar Awards, in real life meetups, weekly spaces. They have Lazy Lion collectibles, Polygon, looking like they're trying to get into maybe some kind of game world there. Let's see. So we can see anything else. Why is this so slow? Okay, it's not going to let me zoom in more. They've got some things going, you know, but the main thing is the IP behind the brand. You guys know that can be enough sometimes to propel a brand. I mean, that's what Bored Ape Yacht Club did. There's nothing special inherently about them. It's just people want to be in it. This is one of those mid-tier projects that a lot of people like being in. And I think it's a little bit slept on. You know, I think they were at like a 1 ETH category for a while. And then as this bear market extended, they kind of kept dropping, but they've got a really big brand, big following, a lot of big people in this project. And finally, we have Journey Crypto. I'm going to hear a lot of probably back and forth on this one. I know a lot of people believe in Tony. I believe in Tony. He's a fucking top Bored Ape Yacht Club holder. He's got like 100 Bored Apes. He's rich as fuck. He was one of the big crypto channels that blew up in this past year. If you look at his YouTube, 600,000 followers. He was probably one of the first big influencers who followed me on Twitter. So that was like a huge moment for me. But he's kind of like I'm not comparing him to Gary Vee, but he's kind of like a character that you bet on them winning and Tony delivering over time. And I think people are upset being consistent on YouTube. He has been consistent on posting content about Planet Zolo. People are kind of like, what's going on? Like, why is nothing happening? When Moon, right? And so I think for him, this is going to be more of a longer play. A 0.7 floor is nothing too shabby. But the fact that they minted at like a super expensive floor that left a really bad taste in people's mouth, they did a Dutch auction. I'm not saying I agree with the way he did it, but I would say if you believe in Tony and his ability to win over the long, that's a project you want to get in, because this is going to be like his Genesis token. I know they're going to do a rebrand a little bit. I think they're getting rid of these keys or cards and making it something else. I heard. I'm not sure if that's totally true or not. But if you believe in Tony and and the journey, then that's something you would get into. They try and offer like a launch pad option, get you whitelist for stuff, free mints. But I think during this bear market, I don't think he has a problem building. I do would make more content. I think he's missing out on a lot of things. I think he's putting his brand at risk by not doing enough content. So if he's watching this, Tony, if you're watching this, I would highly suggest you doing some video content, bro. Would love to bring you on for a long form podcast to kind of get your side of the story out there. I think that'd be great. Done with obviously like literally everybody in the space of big projects like Doodles, SupDucks, Bedfellas, CyberCons, some big projects. So I think it'd be a great idea just so people kind of know what's going on and kind of build that belief in a bear market. People kind of forget really quick. People are really bullish and excited to get into it right when he launched the project, and then kind of like some stuff happened, and then like nothing, a whole lot of nothing, and people were like, well, they're kind of just bored, and that's when FUD starts to break out, so people start to panic and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I have for the top 5. Again, this is not financial advice. Not telling you to buy these projects. Not telling you these projects are going to do well. I think these are just underrated as far as branding. I think they've done a great job, and I think that they're cemented in the space as those mid-tier blue chips. They're definitely not in that category. I think you definitely have to blow past the 1 ETH category, way past the 1 ETH to be considered even for a blue chip. You got to be probably past the 10 to 20 ETH category. I mean, even that, those projects still crash. You guys remember Cryptodes got up to like 10 or 12, and that's down bad. And same for a lot of projects, man. A lot of projects aren't doing as hot, and I think people are surprised at how long this bear market's really lasted. And are we going to be in the recession? Is this an NFT winter? Who fucking knows, dude? I don't think this is NFT winter. I think it's going to get a lot worse. I don't know if it's going to get a lot worse next. I think at some point it will get really, really bad. And so make sure if you're holding on to projects, you really, really care and really ask yourself, like, do you think this brand will be here in 20 years? And that's something that you really got to think about. So again, this is just projects that I have my eye on. I don't really mess with a lot of new projects. This is just stuff that I've seen. I'm into. Let me tell you guys just full disclosure what projects I'm in. Out of these, I'm in the Biopills. I have one Biopill, and I held that one all the way through the pump just because I was interested to see where their brand goes. And I have one Doge pound that I bought in under 1 ETH at 0.9. I told you guys a long time ago that it's going to go under 0.1, or it would go under 1 ETH again. It was at 4 ETH at the time. I got clowned on. And I told you guys it would go below at some point in the bear market, and it did. So I bought in just to prove a point almost. But yeah, so those are full disclosure, the 2 NFTs that I hold. And obviously I'm going to get rid of them at some point. I'm not going to hold NFTs forever. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 NFTs that I would hold that are collectibles that I would hold in the long term. They're more for like a networking purposes, and because I believe I'm friends with the founders or something like that. So most projects, I think most people are going to be getting out of projects at some point. Whether or not you're going to buy back in, that's kind of up to you. And I have no idea. Things change. There's projects that you're bullish on one day, and then a few months later, you're not so bullish on them, and things change. So just be aware of that. Don't ever buy an NFT because someone that you like bought it. Make sure you are doing what you are doing and knowing why you're doing it, and don't blame anyone else, as you're accountable for everything you do with your money. Don't use money that you need for rent ever, even if you think there's a surefire chance that this announcement is going to blow this project out. I'm going to put my rent money on it. Do not do that. Please, God, do not do that. So anyways, that's going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed yourself, if you learned something, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom for more NFT content. Leave a like. Leaving a like really helps the channel out. If you're in the chat right now, especially live with me, smash the like button for me. I really appreciate it. If you want more NFT alpha, drop me a follow on Twitter. Go in the Discord down below in the description. If you want to get 5 free stocks, use my Webull link. I get a little kickback for everyone who uses my link. You guys get free money, free stocks, 5 free stocks. Use my Webull link down below. It's a crypto and stocks trading platform, made easy. Again, yeah, I appreciate us all being here. If you made it to the end and this is your first episode with me, I want to see code word. I don't know. Code word fucking moon. I think code word moon. If this is not your first live with me, I want to see code word OG. You guys already know code word OG in the chats. I appreciate us all being in here with me. And yeah, I think that's going to bring this video to a close. So thank you so much for being here. Until next time, continue on your voyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video.